Hey there, it's Deborah Lukovich, author of When Sex Meets God, A Midlife Unraveling. And in this video, I want to talk about chapter 4. It's titled, I Want Sex. And I'm going to start with a question as usual, and that would be, did you come of age in the 80s? And because we don't realize until decades later how growing up in a particular time as a particular generation really does shape us more than we want to admit. We think we have like control over our thoughts and feelings and beliefs, and we kind of absorb a lot of messages, and some are problematic. So I grew up in the 1980s. I came of age. I graduated from high school in 1983. So one of the things you'll notice in my story is a lot of cultural references to that time. But the 80s was a great time for women's progress, and I go into that in various sections of my book. But it was also a time of great backlash, violent rhetoric against women's desire for independence and being called sexual deviants and family wreckers. And so one of my questions is not only did you come of age in the 80s, what was your relationship to sexuality, to your body, to your sexuality, to your right to experience pleasure? I hopped on the bandwagon and I wanted to become sexual, and this was liberating, but also left me in situations where men didn't really know what to do with that sexual hunger on my part. And so I end up feeling kind of rejected sometimes. So I'm going to read a little bit from chapter 4, I Want Sex, and I hope you'll enjoy it and then be enticed to buy my book. So this is in the middle. High school graduation arrived, and I couldn't escape fast enough. I moved in with my father, who had recently separated from his second wife. His late nights at bars hinted at a midlife crisis. As for me, I transitioned from having no control over my life to complete freedom. My buried sexual nature surfaced. Suddenly, I reveled in my tall, lanky form, noticing how different clothes and movements unveiled once hidden aspects of my personality. I often stood with my back to the mirror, smiling over my shoulder at the reflection of the S shape of my twisting body as I replicated the poses from modeling lessons. The wild part of me that my mother had kept in check smirked as I applied red lipstick, blue eyeshadow, and wore the big 80s hairstyles of the era. At dance clubs, pent-up emotions radiated from me in all directions as I danced all night. I inhaled the scent of arousal and sweaty bodies grinding to songs by Prince, Mary Jane Girls, and Shaka Khan. I no longer feared being sexual, and soon I wanted to have sex simply because I desired it. But getting away from my mother had allowed me to relax, but I also yearned for conversation with her about my new sexual feelings. So I planned a mother-daughter chat for the following weekend back home. And you'll have to read to see what happens with that chat. And so just wanted to get you thinking about your relationship with your body and your sexuality and your right to have pleasure, to experience pleasure. And so I asked a couple questions in the beginning of the video. Did you come of age in the 80s? And if not, that's okay too. But also, what is the relationship with your body? And today, as you think about that, your experience during your coming of age, creates patterns related to how we perceive our body. So, if you feel like sharing in the comments, what are your thoughts about, do you love your body? And I don't come across a lot of women who say, I love my body, and who want to strike a naked pose in the mirror, which is what I make some of my clients do, actually. So I hope that continues to pique your interest in my book and that you'll check it out. Go to deborahlukovich.com, and right on my homepage will be my book and more information about it, and links to Amazon page and links to bookshop.org and other videos and blog posts. And I hope you're enjoying my series of videos. I have a lot more to go, a lot more thoughts to share about the meaning of the story for you. So take care, stay tuned.